How to get a mole.
Good afternoon. Today I'm going to show you how to kill a mole with a scissor trap. This is what a scissor trap looks like. To do this, you should also have a marker on the trap so that you keep the neighbors safe and the pets safe and everybody and the kids safe. Mark it, plus that way you don't lose it. If you tag it, then you're likely to not lose one in the ground. Also, I use a plate to cover up or put near the trap, again, to not lose track of it and to make sure that the pets and the neighbor kids and the kids stay out of it. I like to use a really nice sharp shovel. I use a file, get it nice and sharp because it's easier to cut when it's coming up in the lawn. When you got mole mounds coming up in the sod, it's really hard to dig through it. A nice sharp shovel helps you with that. First thing you want to do in the process is walk around, find any old mole mounds, flatten them all down with your foot. Just come over and just kick them smooth so that you know when the next mole mound that comes up is fresh dirt like this one right here. You know that that's where he's been last. You don't want to set a trap in a mound that he's been at a couple of days prior because he's likely not going to go back there again, at least not for a while. Ladies who want to keep your nails halfway decent, I would recommend putting some gloves on for this. And if you've got pants that you don't want to get dirty, just kneel on something. We're going to set the first trap right here. Only takes a few minutes. Move it away, find the hole. So what I'm doing is I move the mole mound to the side and then I reach in and see, you can actually, I don't know if you can get a picture of this. This is where the mole mound, the mole is entering the hole from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut this out in a nice circle all around here. So what the goal is to get it as big around as this trap when it's wide open, so that you can put it in there in the right position. Okay, there's the mole hole. Again, not losing sight of where he's coming in at. A lot of times you'll see the mole enter from two different directions. That's a little trickier. Half the time it's just a 50-50 chance. You just got to pick one of the tunnels and set it up. To set the trap, put one clip on the springs like this with the little trigger set up, pointing up, and the smaller ring up in the air like this. Set the other clamp backwards, create a spring load, push it down. Now this is the tricky part. You want to set this so that it's barely on the flange. I don't know if my cameraman can get in there. So it's just on the edge. See that right there? That way when you let go of it, keep your hands back now. You get a finger inside of there, buddy, man, it's gonna hurt, let me tell you. So keep your hands back, pull those off, pick up your tags, set it right down there. Now the placement is real important here too. You don't want this clamp, the scissors above the hole. You want the scissors to be slightly below. So see, I'm going to set the scissors, the bottom of them, right down here, so it's a little bit below the hole. Watch how it goes in. See that? So just like that, hold it into position. Now when you place the dirt in, you want to refill it with the mole mound hill dirt because it's nice and fine. If you got any kind of dirt clods or rocks, you want to break those up because they can keep the spring, the scissor trap from triggering. If the rock gets in where the scissors are supposed to close, it won't close tight enough on the mole. And then he'll get away. So we'll just fill this in like this. Keeping track of these. There we go. Set it like that. That's ready to go. Now, got kids around? I would recommend covering it completely. If you don't have little kids around, like this one over here, I just set the plate near it just to mark it so that I remember, okay, now I have two traps here ready to go. Then up here, this mole's been going crazy today. He has been in all 5 of these mounds today. And here's 3 more traps. 1, 2, 3. So this is closed. This means it hasn't been tripped yet. See how nice and tight those two are? What we're going to do is we're going to watch them, then we'll come back, watch for one of them to open it, pull it out, and then we'll see if we got a mole.
Go.
Okay, it's the next day, so you always want to go out and check your traps each day. So we're going to look. These 3 are still set. The reason why there's so many set here, normally you can get by with just setting 1 trap, but this guy dug all 5 of these spots yesterday. He dug it, the first one down there, then he dug it these 3. I set traps as he went. Then he came up to the last one where we set this one yesterday. So this is the trap we set yesterday. This is what a trap looks like when it's still set. You don't want to mess with those. See this one here? This one's sprung. Sometimes the mole will spring a trap and then you'll miss him, but other times you'll get him. Look at there, we got him. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but they're pests in the yard. They make messes out of your yard. They put mounds all over. So then what I do, get the setters, put them back in place again, open it up, drop him out, grab him. You can dispose of him as you will. You can put him in a garbage can, you can dig a hole, bury him. Then the last thing you always want to be sure and do, these traps are set. You want to be real careful with these, which I did. I always kick them with my heel or my foot to get it to go, open up. There we go. Now you can see this one's sprung. Take it and pick them all up. Go around, even pick up every trap, because the next time you're going to have moles won't be until another one comes in the yard, and a lot of times that can be a while. Kick them all open. Kick them all open. Don't reach down. Never reach down and try to do that with your hand. It would hurt and do a lot of damage. So there you go. Scissor traps. Pick them up. Put them out of the reach of the kids. Don't let the kids mess with them. And that's how you get a mole. Right here. There you go. There you go. That's how you get a mole.